If we were doing a pickup game and it's LeBron and KD and you have first pick.
Well, pickup game, you need buckets. I'm going with KD.
Okay, if you were going to have one guy for a season, just 1 year, is KD better than LeBron James?
At this point of his career, like LeBron at 36 or LeBron at 30?
Right now, today. Are you betting against LeBron?
I would never bet against LeBron. But right now, what KD showed me those last 3 ball games, we like to call Kawhi Leonard the Terminator because we feel like he's a machine. He just does it over and over. For this dude to play 48, come back with 40, and come back with 53 minutes straight in those performances, I'm rolling with Kevin Durant.
LeBron's like the Terminator, man. Like, I would not bet against him. I wouldn't bet against Brady. I wouldn't bet against LeBron. Just wouldn't.
Look what KD did.
No, I understand all of that. And KD is playing better, certainly offensively, scoring-wise.
Right.
I wouldn't bet against, I don't know. I wouldn't bet against LeBron. I just wouldn't.
How about this? This is the best way. Let's just flip-flop them on their current teams.
Okay.
If KD was on the Lakers this year versus Phoenix, and LeBron was on Brooklyn in that closeout situation versus Milwaukee, does it end up the same way? Just flip-flop them. KD on the Lakers going against Phoenix, and LeBron on Brooklyn going against Milwaukee.
I'm guessing Durant might have been able to carry them.
I think so.
Scoring-wise in the first round. Scoring-wise.
Right.
LeBron would have made the Nets different. And the backup players different. You know, it's one thing to know you're going to get the ball as opposed to, we're just watching KD. LeBron is inclusive. KD is not inclusive. KD is just dominating. So it would be a different Nets. Like I would hope that, Joe Harris would actually show up. Like some of the other players would show up there, and LeBron would probably be demanding that because he would be inclusive. Whereas
so what I just laid out to you is basically was the talk of the 80s and up to the early 90s. Would you take Magic Johnson or would you take Michael Jordan? Because that's basically what you just said. One's inclusive and one is just a dominant, right?
Yeah.
So would you take Magic Johnson to set everyone else up and be the winner, or would you take one of the most dominating scorers and mentally tough players?
Yeah, but LeBron's going to be the greatest scorer of all time. Magic was not a scorer. Like, LeBron is one of the great scorers of all time. So I get Magic, distributor. Mm-hmm. I get a better defender. I get now not as good a passer, and then I get a far better scorer. So LeBron's different than Magic. Magic was limited offensively. LeBron is not so much. Right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. It depends. If I put Magic on the Bulls, do they still win 6 titles?
And are you putting MJ on the Lakers?
Yeah.
With Kareem?
Oh, I know.
With Big Game James, with Michael Cooper, with Byron Scott?
But how would they have done with Jordan? I don't know if they would have enjoyed it as much as they did with Magic. Right?
I don't think they would have been the Showtime. It would have been Showtime.
It would have been. Right? It would have been me time. It would have been Mike time. Yeah.
Hey, Mike. Darren said that, not me. Theodore said that.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of Jordan. He'd say it too. He'd be like, "Yeah, it'd be about me, though." Would they be as good with Mike as opposed to would the Bulls be as good with Magic?
Maybe not 6. I would say 4. Maybe not 6, but 4.
I think the Lakers would have too much talent to be denied, whereas I don't, as great as Magic was, I don't think the Bulls would have had enough scoring around him.
I think Mike made Steve Kerr, Paxson, Scotty to a certain degree. He made those Judd Buechler. He made those guys relevant.